Bremmers Audio Design updates MultitrackStudio to version 10.3. Welcome to Music Gears, where we bring you the latest info on new music instruments, software, and other gear from around the world. Bremmers Audio Design has released version 10.3 of MultitrackStudio for Windows and macOS. The user interface has been improved to make working with MultitrackStudio faster and smoother. Changes. User interface has been refreshed. Preferences window has layout setting with desktop/laptop/classic/custom options. Mixer sections can now have 3, 4, 5, or 6 effect slots. The 4 and 5 options have been added. Small buttons are larger. Preferences window has name width setting to control width of track name boxes. Track editors can now be opened by clicking the editor preview pane. Audio editor data appears much faster. It also works better with looping. The level meters are now between the rec buttons and the faders. You can now right-click a meter to change its size, small/large/huge. Effect/instrument slots now show the first 4 or 5 characters of the plugin name instead of VST, etc. Effect bypass buttons can be toggled by clicking the bottom left corner of the effect slot. On larger screens, the transport controls are in the middle instead of on the right, so they're closer to the track rec buttons, etc. The current value of knobs and faders appears above the knob rather than below, so they're no longer covered by a mouse pointer, pencil, or hand while moving the knob. You can use click, shift plus click to toggle buttons on a range of mixer sections. Applies to play, rec, mute, edit and collapse buttons and the editor preview panes. Some names changes. Cycling is now looping. Content panes are now editor preview panes. VST scaling, ugly, is now plugin scaling, blurry. Windows, VST plugins can be scaled individually, so you don't have to use the plugin scaling, blurry, option from the preferences window. Windows 11 updated menus, fixed some missing round window corners. Windows now requires Windows 7 or newer. Improved VST3 window resizing. Compressor, curve and history displays more accurately represent what's going on for vintage and vintage warm programs. Audio track data that appears on the overview bar while scrolling editors now takes the track editor's vertical zoom setting into account. MultitrackStudio remote audio track data that appears during rewind/FF now takes the track editor's vertical zoom setting into account. The loop button is now disengaged automatically if it was engaged automatically. This happens when you've used Alt+Draw to define the loop region, and when you've pressed F6 to play the selected part of an editor. Added L+left/right keyboard shortcut to go to loop start/endpoint. Editor right-click menus now have play looping, F6, option to loop selected part. Overview bar/grid bar, remove the click and drag way of loop region selection, nobody liked it. Overview bar/grid bar, drawing loop range with Alt, or L, modifier now also works outside the thumb. And it can now be used while TrackSport is running. Overview bar/grid bar, double-click to start now also works outside the thumb. Overview bar shows the current editor view area while the editors are scrolling horizontally. Piano roll, step recording works a bit different. Control/CMD equals add note, Shift equals add rest, Alt equals reverse direction. Some keyboard shortcuts/mouse modifier keys changes to make them easier to memorize. A equals all, C equals same color, L equals loop. Dropping MIDI files with sysx-only streams on editors works better. MIDI file import, markers are ignored if there are more than 20. Fixed some VST3 and LV2 plugin bugs. Fixed, Matrix keyboard produced notes with extremely low velocity. Fixed, MultitrackStudio instruments, strength knobs didn't work. Many other small improvements and fixes. Users who purchased MultitrackStudio after October 28, 2013 are entitled to lifetime free updates. Older versions can be upgraded, $39, Pro/$23, Standard. Please like this video if you found it helpful, and if you'd like to stay informed on the latest in music gear releases and limited time discount offers, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.